Something rare is happening in U.S. immigration right now, and almost nobody saw it coming. A sudden wave of progress is quietly spreading across multiple agencies. Cases that were frozen for months are waking up. Backlogs are shifting. And families who had lost hope are finally seeing real movement just before we enter 2026. This isn't a small change. It's the most encouraging week many applicants have seen all year. This is Immiscope, your trusted source for U.S. immigration news, policy changes, and visa updates. And today's update matters because the system is behaving differently in ways that directly affect your future, your case, your family, and your timeline. Stay with me because the deeper we go into this update, the more you'll see why these signs could reshape early 2026. For months, immigration updates have been dominated by delays, restrictions, and uncertainty. Applicants have been left waiting without answers. Families have been stuck watching their cases stall with no clear timeline. Many feared their files had been forgotten. But this week delivered something genuinely different. A positive shift that spread across USCIS, the National Visa Center, and multiple U.S. embassies. And the impact of that momentum is being felt by green card applicants, work permit holders, students, and families around the world. This update explains exactly what's happening, who benefits, and what you should do next as 2026 approaches. A week of unexpected progress. Something changed inside USCIS over the last several days. Applicants across multiple categories saw updates appear in their online accounts after months of complete silence. Family-based green card applicants, especially spouses and parents of U.S. citizens, noticed that their cases were suddenly being actively reviewed. Some received approvals they didn't expect until next year. A few were even approved without an interview, which has been highly unusual throughout 2025. Attorneys believe USCIS is pushing hard to reduce pending caseloads before the 2026 fee structure officially takes effect. And that internal push translated into movement for thousands of families who had been waiting for any sign of progress. Work permit processing also experienced a meaningful improvement. Applicants waiting for EADs under adjustment of status, student pathways, and humanitarian categories began receiving approvals faster than expected. Some who feared losing their jobs saw their new permits arrive just in time. It appears USCIS temporarily reassigned staff to clear EAD backlogs before the year ends. For many households, this single shift brought a wave of relief. And it wasn't only USCIS showing progress. The National Visa Center also delivered good news. NVC document review times continued to shrink. Families stuck waiting for documentally qualified status finally received the updates they'd been checking for every day. This has been one of the quickest NVC review periods of the year. Certain embassies that were known for long delays quietly expanded their interview schedules for late December and early January. Even small increases in available appointments meant real progress for families separated for years. Applicants abroad reported better communication as well. Emails were answered more quickly. Rescheduling became smoother. Follow-up document requests were handled with less friction. These subtle improvements signaled a clear push by the State Department to stabilize operations before 2026 begins. Travel concerns also eased slightly. Despite public discussions about new national security reviews, no expansion of travel restrictions was implemented this week. Officials confirmed that any new measures would only be introduced after detailed planning is complete, not suddenly, not overnight. This brought comfort to many permanent residents and visa holders who must travel during the holidays. Inside the United States, adjustment of status applicants noticed earlier interview dates being issued by local field offices. Some even reported same-week updates after months of inactivity. Multiple offices appear to be working aggressively to close out pending cases before the new year. Employment-based applicants also received a small boost. The Visa Bulletin showed modest forward movement in categories like EB2 and EB3, which had been nearly frozen. If this trend carries into early 2026, long backlogged employment categories may finally begin inching ahead again. Courts also issued several rulings reinforcing fairness in processing, ensuring agencies follow proper procedures when reviewing cases. These decisions won't make front-page headlines, but they provide protection for applicants dealing with delays, errors, or administrative obstacles. Taken together, all these improvements created a rare moment of forward momentum, a week that felt different. The hidden catch, what nobody expected. Here's where things get interesting. This sudden burst of progress isn't random, and it isn't simply a good week. There's a deeper reason behind it, one that affects almost every applicant in 2026. USCIS and the State Department are preparing for significant structural transitions tied to the new 2026 fee increases, digital filing expansion, and workload redistribution. And that preparation creates a temporary window where agencies push aggressively to clear old cases before the shift begins. This means your file is more likely to move now than at any other point in recent months. But it also means the window may close quickly once the 2026 rules take effect. Here's the unexpected impact. Applicants with incomplete documents, outdated forms, expired medical exams, or missing evidence could face new delays early in the year. This week's progress is a boost, but it's also a warning. A warning that 2026 processing standards could be stricter, faster for some, and less forgiving for errors. The real impact hits three groups hardest. H-1B professionals trying to maintain status. Family-based applicants stuck abroad waiting for interview dates. Green card holders planning international travel early next year. This is why understanding the current momentum and acting during it matters more than ever. Practical consequences. For many applicants, this shift means real opportunities. If your case has been stuck, movement could be coming soon. If your documents are updated, you're positioned to benefit from this wave of progress. If you're abroad, embassy scheduling improvements may finally bring your interview. But if your case has missing evidence or outdated paperwork, early 2026 could hit harder than expected. Solutions and action steps. Check your USCIS account daily. Update expired documents immediately. Respond to any request for evidence without delay. Check your NVC portal for messages you may have overlooked. Prepare travel documents if you plan to leave the US soon. Ensure your attorney or representative has your latest forms and updates. These steps help you ride the momentum instead of falling behind when the 2026 changes arrive. This week brought the most encouraging immigration movement many applicants have seen in months. USCIS pushed cases forward. NVC sped up reviews. Embassies opened more appointments. Travel fears eased. And multiple decisions strengthened applicant protections. As we move into 2026, take advantage of this momentum while it lasts. Keep your documents updated. Stay alert. And position yourself ahead of the upcoming rule changes. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching Immiscope, and I'll see you in the next video.